Welcome to the show. Hi, I'm Randy Jeffers, and we are live from the entertainment capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada. Well, we have an incredible show. If you have ever wanted to look better, if you've ever wanted to lose some weight, you had a little wrinkle that you wanted to get rid of, or, you know, just any little thing that you wanted to take care of on your body to make yourself feel a little bit better, you are in for a treat, because these two young ladies, that's what they do. And so we have with us Michelle Ralph, and we have Sophia Martinez. And welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, absolutely. What an exciting field that you're in.
Definitely.
Now, you've been in this business for how long?
About 20 years now, going on 20 years.
You look like you're 20 yourself.
Thanks.
Thanks. I'm going on 14 years.
Yeah, well, you look 14.
Right, I know.
Hey, you both have grown daughters, so
Yes.
yeah. So tell us a little bit about some of the things that you do.
So, we do all natural body sculpting, hair restoration, facial rejuvenation. We do vitamin therapy, we do hormone therapy, and body sculpting.
Yeah.
Okay, so we talked a little bit about some of the things you do. Like, let's say you have a little wrinkle or something on your face. What kinds of things can you do to a face?
I'll let you handle this.
Our most popular procedure that we do is the PRP facial. So we draw their blood, we spin it down, separate the platelets and the stem cells, we activate them, and then I actually use a derma roller. So I paint on the...
Okay, let me stop you for a second, because for some of us, I mean, I know you guys are in the medical field,
right.
It's a little bit complicated, but some of us don't know what that means. So now the PRP, that's a word that's sort of being bandied around.
So
A lot of people
Kim
hear about it.
Kardashian is probably going to be the best example of, if everybody knows what her vampire facial that she did.
Okay.
It's kind of the same thing.
It's kind of the same thing.
So they draw blood out of your arm.
Yes. And so what it is it's platelet-rich plasma is what PRP stands for. So basically what it is, you know, if you scratch yourself or you cut yourself, you know how you get that clear liquid? That is platelets. So that's what helps heal the wound initially. So that's what we're doing with the face. And what we do is we'll inject just right underneath the skin, like maybe 2 millimeters, and then I go over it with a derma roller. And you have to create a grid on the face, but what it does is it creates channels in the skin, so for whatever serums, whatever skincare you're using, you're going to get the best, you know, a better
really
penetration. Yes, so you'll get a better results, or, you know, with the whatever you're using. Another thing it does, it tightens immediately. That's the first thing that you're going to feel is the tightening. When you're on the bed, that's the first thing everybody says right away they notice is tightening. You do need 3 treatments back to back. It's not just one treatment, you're good to go. They do recommend 3 back to back every 3 to 4 weeks. So in between, I like to do a gold facial. Gold, silver, copper, they all have healing factors. So I just like to do a gold facial just to help the healing process along. It brightens the face. It does help with the firming of the face. And then we use our own serum. We get it made, and it's got 24 karat gold flakes in it. We get it, it's got an aloe base. Real aloe actually produces it for us. And it's amazing. Hydrating. The people love it. I can't keep it on the shelves.
It's great.
It's great. Well, before we go any further, let me just say that you two are part of a brand new, state-of-the-art, anti-aging, regenerative medicine clinic, right?
We're very excited about this. Yes, this is what we've been working for. This is what our career we're hoping would take us someday.
Well, so let's say the name. It's Las Vegas Regenerative Medicine Center.
Yes.
As headquartered here in town on Dean Martin and Warm Springs. And this is geared for stem cells, for anti-aging.
I mean,
we're going to take stem cells to another level.
So there's a number of medical doctors that'll be part of the clinic.
We have
of course.
A scientist on site. He's going to be harvesting stem cells. He's going to be creating our skincare line. So we will have a teen line. We'll have exclusive women's and exclusive men. So we do cater to men as well.
Yeah, that's something that a lot of people don't.
Yeah, guys don't usually. I mean, you know, you're not just going to walk into a med spa and say, you know what, I want a a PRP facial, or I want a facial in general, you know. So we try to cater more to the men, because men don't really do that for themselves, and it's really beneficial. I mean,
they love it.
Great results.
They really like it.
Yeah,
they like to be pampered too. You know,
of course, and everybody wants. Who doesn't want to look better?
Exactly.
Look younger, right?
Yes.
Exactly.
So, if you took my face, for instance, you could make me look younger.
We could make you look stunningly gorgeous. Yes, we can.
Definitely.
Oh my goodness.
So the texture of your skin, that's another great thing about it, is it just regenerates the skin, so the skin texture looks better, your pore sizes goes down, you know, it's an all-around rejuvenation of the face. So a lot of our patients, after they've done, I mean, some of them come every month. They don't just do the 3. After they do the 3, they love the results,
get hooked
and they just keep coming in. Some of our patients have stopped using Botox, fillers, because it's building their own natural collagen, you know, and that's great.
We do it on every skin type too. Not to cut you off, but every skin type is eligible for this program. If they have ethnic skin, dark skin, doesn't matter. Anywhere they fit on the Fitzpatrick scale will qualify them for PRP.
Yeah.
So what over the last number of years that you've been practicing, what's the most popular treatment that you do?
I say it's the PRP facial, and the mesotherapy is very.
Mesotherapy, the body sculpting.
The body sculpting is very.
Now, when we're talking
popular.
about that, we're talking about that would incorporate weight loss as well as having the perfect body, right?
Yeah, exactly. So when they come in, you know, we always just evaluate them head to toe, you know, because we do hormone replacement therapy. So you know, everything ties in. If your hormones are off, you're not going to be able to lose weight. You're going to feel down, you know, your energy level, everything. So it all starts there, you know, and then we just move them from here to there to that, and I mean, you're a whole different person.
We had a couple that we worked on for a while. They initially came in for, was it hormone therapy?
Hormone therapy, yeah.
And then we put them on the weight loss. This one particular client had, he had high liver enzymes. He had all kinds of issues, pre-diabetic. They had him on, 2,500 milligrams of metformin a day. He was, you know, he just needed a basic makeover. So we started him on the hormone therapy because that's critical. If they have low T, they want to address that issue first. And then we put him on the diet. And they did, I think he ended up getting off all his medication. He lost 80 pounds, and he just feels amazing now.
And the wife, they did it together.
They did it together. She lost 60 pounds, I think.
Lost 60.
My goodness.
Yeah.
And I mean, they couldn't be happier. You know, their whole life. And we tell people when they come in for diets, it's not just a diet. It's a healthy lifestyle change that we're trying to help them. We're there to educate them. You know, we make them come in and we hold them accountable for, you know, if nobody's there to follow you, you're more likely to just drop off.
Accountability is important.
And not only that,
to walk you through it.
And moral support. Everybody needs encouragement and motivation, because it's hard to diet. Everybody, you know, we just live in a fast food society. It's just easy to just drive through and get something and be on your way.
Yeah, it's easy to, you know, to eat something that's not good for you, and then do it again, and just a little bit of movement at a time, and all of a sudden you have these love handles. You have crazy things going on in your body, but you can. But the good news is that
we can get rid of it.
And I mean, the best part about it is, I mean, the mesotherapy is the best thing. There is no reason to go out and get liposuction. You're paying thousands of dollars for something that we could do for hundreds of dollars. You know what I mean? And then we do the skin tightening with the carboxy therapy, which that's not really big here in Vegas.
Carboxy.
You know, I'm one of maybe, I think there's another clinic that does it, but they really don't advertise for it very much. But I love it. I mean, what it is it's medical grade CO2. You do have to inject it into the body, but as soon as it enters the body, it converts to oxygen. So we're just bringing circulation back into whatever area I'm treating. So it helps for cellulite, it helps for stretch marks, dark circles under the eyes. You can use it for scars. It's endless possibilities. It works for acne, for the hair.
It's a pretty good. It works for just about anything. I think originally they had developed it for DVT DVT for blood clots, and found that it helped with promoting with circulation and stuff. So
and it was shrinking the blood clots.
Crazy.
So what's one of your best testimonials? One of your patients that's had the best results?
Other than the couple, probably
we have just so many success stories. I mean, I'm not trying to brag, but if you follow social media and you go to our Instagram page, there's all kinds of before and afters, and those are our clients. Those are not clients that we pulled off the internet and said, here's a before and after. These are actually clients of ours that came in and we did the work on them. So and
we have plenty of clients that, I mean, they've even told us they would do testimonials. You know, once we get up and running with the new place and we get our website, we will have testimonials from actual patients. They are more than willing to help us because they are so happy with their results.
Yeah. Well, I heard a story about you had a guy that was a little bit older that maybe had a few extra pounds on him, and he now has a major six-pack.
We got pictures. Yes.
Do we have that? Are they ready for we can show? Maybe Scott can show those.
Yes, that's it.
That is our model. Yeah, this took us about 2 to 3 months. 2 to 3 months. Yeah, and we could have done it a lot quicker, but he just didn't have the time to come in weekly to see me for the carboxy. So we did mesotherapy on the love handles, anywhere I can grab, basically, she'll inject. And so they are injections, unfortunately, but what it does is it melts the fat down. So the more water they drink, the more they sweat, it's just going to leave the body naturally. Then they come to see me for the carboxy, and that's where we get that definition, where we can get into these little nooks and crannies. But I mean, look at that.
And really sculpt it.
Yeah, that's a major difference. Now, how old, what age?
He's 35.
Yeah.
He's 35.
And you would think, I mean, he does CrossFit. He's not in the gym. Like,
he's not like an iron pumper.
Yeah, you know, he does CrossFit. That's it. You know, but
so you're telling me that you can do a lot of these things and have the results of somebody that lives in the gym without exercising.
Yes, exactly.
Well, I mean, everybody should exercise. Let's make that point. But there are a lot of people who don't, that maybe just have this little, you know, muffin top that they want to get rid of, and that's a perfect procedure for just diet resistant fat. It's great because there's a lot of stubborn fat that when you lose weight you can't get rid of, and that is the perfect solution for that.
Well, I heard that there is a show here in town that I won't say the name of it, but it's male. They're not strippers. They're, well, sort of, but they don't.
Like exotic dancers.
They're not. They don't take it all off.
Right.
But it's one of the shows here in Las Vegas, and it is packed every night. And I understand that you two are kind of responsible for their six-packs.
We help them during calendar shoot season.
But they were all very happy. You know, of course, like she said, you know, it all starts with the hormones, and you know, we just get them on that. But they're, let's just say, you know, before they had 4-packs, well, now they all have 6-packs.
Well, I have a 6-pack. It's just my kegs on top of it.
Well, we can help you there.
Well, I can't wait. But very exciting. That's really exciting. So what are some of the other things that you do?
Well, we're going to be doing pain-free PRP facials, and that's something that I don't know if that's really out there or if anybody's really heard of it, but we're really excited to be working with doing some different innovative
so no needles, and hopefully, I mean, we're going to be doing some studies, so we'll have like before, middle, you know, after pictures that we'll be able to show down the line. But they came out with this great device that we just got, you know, and so I'm excited to try it, but it's supposedly no needles, which that's
going to give us a whole new slew of clients that were maybe interested in the procedure but didn't really know if they would be willing to do the needling part.
That's a little scary.
It is scary
for some chicken like I am. You know, you don't want somebody putting needles. But as I've talked to someone that you did this with, and and it was pain-free pretty much.
We do use topical numbing.
Yeah, we do.
We do use topical numbing. So there is, you know, we're not just going to go with, because the derma rollers have 800 needles that I'm using on their face.
And some of them go 2.5 millimeter deep.
And those have 1,200 needles. So just depending on what area of the body or what we're working with. If somebody has more scarring, I'm going to go with a bigger one. Okay. You know, but just somebody coming in for the rejuvenation, I'll use a smaller one. But yeah, 800 needles.
But you can now do some of these things pain-free without any needles.
Now, yes.
That's going to be huge for, it's going to really change everything.
My goodness, that is,
and it'll, you know, bring in, like she said, you know, these people that would love to do something like this, but they're afraid. There's a lot of people that are afraid
of needles.
Sorry, but mostly men, you know, they're afraid of needles, and the minute they hear needles, they're like, okay, never mind, you know, I'm out of here.
Bunch of big babies.
Right.
Exactly, yes.
So this new clinic, Las Vegas Regenerative Medicine Center, that's going to be opening up in about a few weeks, really. Very, very close to it. They're going to be doing a lot of things, but you guys are in the aesthetics department, so you're going to be concentrating, specializing, and doing the procedures that make you look good.
Yes.
I should also mention that we do hair restoration. I don't know if we touched on that yet.
Let's touch on that. What a big one.
Yeah. We've had some amazing success with our hair restoration using the PRP, and we've got, I don't think we had a chance to pull some before and afters, but we've had some incredible results with that. Men and women. I don't know if, you know, women know that this is an option for them. A lot of women in this city especially have a lot of hair extensions, a lot of hair damage from extensions, you know, and we'll go in between the extensions and we'll do PRP to keep the hair strong, to hold it so they don't get breakage and damage.
So when you say you do PRP, so what you're doing is you're injecting the PRP under the skin.
Right. We also microneedle the scalp as well. We part it and section it off and microneedle in between.
Okay.
So we're getting it underneath and on top. So
now, how about, you were talking about a new procedure that would be pain-free? Is that possible?
Yes,
we can also do that with the hair as well.
Can you imagine the
I know.
Wow.
It's endless. This is going to take it to a whole different level.
Now, your new clinic is part of what they're doing is stem cells.
Yes.
And there's cord blood stem cells and stem cells.
They're going to be harvesting.
Now, that may take all this to a whole nother level.
Especially with the hair and the skin. I can't even wait.
So, for somebody that comes to us that has to do 3, this will be a one
probably
treatment.
Equivalent to 6 treatments, I would think, but I don't know.
I mean, it's just, we're going from thousands of stem cells to millions. Wow. With what they're going to be doing, you know, with the harvesting of the stem cells. I mean, this is going to take
everything to a whole other level.
We're so excited. It's
like unbelievably exciting. I know you have the medical director of the clinic is a world-class physician, one of the top physicians in Las Vegas. People will be coming in from all over the world, flying in for medical vacation to have him.
We're definitely going to be blazing some trails out here in Las Vegas.
And then we're going to head on out into the world and
spread this all over the world.
Exactly. Yes.
Well, I know you also have another world-class scientist who
I can't wait to be working with him.
One of the leading experts in the world, really, on stem cell research. And, and then also, I mean, there's the whole team.
The whole team is amazing.
We're still a little bit in awe of all the luck that we've just come across and all the things that we're looking forward to doing. We're going to be doing a lot of filming in the clinic with some of the work that we're doing, and we're excited about that. For sure, you know, some of these patients and their progresses.
Well, it's very exciting. Well, now some of the other things that I've heard talked about that you'll be doing in the clinic, I think probably you guys will be doing a lot of this. You have a couple procedures. One's called, this is for women, it's called the O shot.
Yes.
And one's called the I shot. That's for incontinence, right?
Incontinence,
and the O shot is a female. I guess these are, you know, I think a lot of people, as they age, their sexuality sort of disappears, or they have issues. Things happen, right? And the body doesn't quite perform how it should.
It's like everywhere else in our body. Things they break down, they age, and they need to be regenerated.
And even sometimes young people
have the issue.
They just have the same issues, and so those can be fixed, right?
Yes. Well, and the cool thing is I mean, there's been the G shot that was you know, they've been doing it, but that's with filler.
Yeah.
You're putting Juvederm down
so
there.
it's only temporary.
You know, and that's kind of scary to think you're putting filler, you know. So basically what it is
we're going to be using stem cells
we're going to be putting stem cells into the actual, I guess behind and around the G spot. So basically what it does is it kind of straightens all of those muscles or whatever, and that way they get more of the filling is pretty much what it is.
Sensation.
So what does this do for a woman that has this procedure done?
It's gonna, they'll be able to pretty much, I guess, orgasm. You know, that's pretty much what it's for.
You know, it's a pretty high number. I've heard some of the stats on it of women who've never been able to achieve an orgasm.
Yeah, we've worked with doctors in the past who have done it, but with the Juvederm, the way that it comes, and it works. We've never heard that.
We've heard great stuff about the PRP. I mean, we were listening to a story that they were telling us, and what did they say that? A lady got it done, and she's driving down the road, and she has to pull over, and she calls the doctor, and she's like, "What's happening to me?" And he's like, "Don't worry, but you know, she was actually just having an orgasm."
Well, hey, if this is too much, but just
exactly.
like that for a
minute. Put your earmuffs on.
So amazing things for women.
Yes.
Now, how about breast enhancement for women?
Oh yeah, breast enhancement.
For lifting, we've done some PRP in the breast area to give a little bit of lift for, you know, give it a little bit more volume up in the topper part, because as the breast age, they start to sag. So we try to restore the volume in the upper part of the breast. We've had some good success with that too.
Yeah, but with
you've been using PRP, right?
Yes, exactly. So with the stem cells, it's going to be amazing because it'll actually
just take it to you know,
regenerate the tissue. You know, so we'll really be able to get that cleavage or whatever they're going for. You know, butt lifts. And this is another thing that we're going to be doing, you know. That
I think you brought a photo of, did you bring a photo of?
I did, but this is just mesotherapy and carboxy. So this is the body sculpting, another sculpting. But this is great as well. I mean, look at that, you know.
Oh my goodness, what a difference.
Exactly.
It kind of shaped her. She didn't really have, like, her what did she call her? SpongeBob square butt.
But, you know, SpongeBob square butt.
But see how the first picture, she's kind of square. She doesn't have that curve around the hip area. So we actually sculpted up in the upper hip area, like up towards the waistline, and brought that in, and then underneath we kind of did like the outer hips and just underneath the butt, which we call the banana roll area. And then we just do carboxy in between. But I mean, it's a huge improvement.
She's very happy. Her husband was very happy.
Yeah.
My goodness, what a difference. So amazing things for women, but how about men?
We got men covered too.
Now men have the P shot, right?
The P shot, yeah. So what that is, it's gonna. I mean, obviously we're gonna have to do injections, you know. But what they're saying is,
I don't even want to think about that.
I know exactly, right? But the results are supposed to be amazing. It's supposed to add girth, and I think up to, what did they say, an inch of growth.
But with the new stem cell work that we're doing, I think everything is just going to be taken to a whole nother level. It's just really going to speed the process along to make it better, accelerate it a lot faster than just doing the manual PRP like we've been doing in the past. So.
But yeah, for men, definitely, you know, they and then I think what it's going to help with is ED. You know, because there's a lot of other treatments that they do, like Trimix, which is an injection at the base of the penis. But the thing about that is, the more you inject, the more scar tissue you're getting.
That's a problem.
And, you know, at some point, it's not a big organ. You're gonna, you know, get to the point where there's so much scar tissue,
plus
it's
that
not gonna
skin's so
work.
thin there anyway.
Yes. So if you put stem cells, I mean, it's just, you know, I don't know if you have to do maintenance. You know, we haven't gotten that deep into it, but I'm definitely interested in that. She's not too much, you know, but I mean, I'm all about, you know, because I used to do Trimix, and there's a lot of men that need help, you know.
Well, a lot of men take pills, you know, Viagra, some of the other ones that.
And there's
some don't respond to that either, though. Some don't respond to oral medication. No, they don't really have an option. We have a client that's in a wheelchair. He's wheelchair bound, and he tried all of that. Doesn't work. The only thing that worked for him was that. He would be a perfect candidate for the stem cell therapy for sure.
To see if it
definitely.
No, I know. So we've taken care of balding hair for men.
We do hormone therapy.
You can fix ED.
Yes.
Right?
There's we also do fertility support. That's a big one. We've had some great success with that. Not the female part, but the male fertility. That's why, since we were talking about men,
the sperm count would go up. Right. Yeah,
because a lot of the guys that have maybe been on hormone therapy because they had low testosterone, when they decide to have children, they have to come off of the testosterone. They can't be on that therapy while they're trying to conceive, and it makes it hard because once they go off the medication, everything is suppressed. So they have to the brain has to signal the testes to start functioning again, and it's about a 6-month process to get a turnaround.
So the gyms are full of people that do this, right? That need this kind of help.
Well, the scary thing is that there's a lot of trainers out there that
give
think
bad
that
advice.
They know, and these young kids are on all these precursors, pre-workouts, which they don't realize they're harming their body.
Pre-workouts are really
bad,
dangerous for you.
So we're seeing kids, as young as 20 years old, coming in with their levels all messed up because they're listening to these trainers that are not doctors, and they're doubling up on things that they don't even need, and they don't realize they could go into liver failure. She's more of the expert on it, but I've been around her long enough to know that
what to stay away from.
It's bad, and there's so many kids out there that look up to these trainers and just follow what they're doing.
We also do what we call post-cycle therapy. So if a young guy decides that he's going to go down that road and he screws up his system, we can reverse that process.
Yes. Wow.
Yeah, it works very similarly to the fertility program that we have. They're pretty similar. But if they haven't been abusing steroids or whatever for a long period of time, we can usually reverse that process. It's not too bad. But
so let's do a little commercial, because I know people are watching us live right now, but a lot of people will be watching us on one of the social media platforms where this will be archived. And so let's make sure we have the website. I know it's all brand new, and it's not really fully up right now with all the products or any of that, but by the time a lot of people will see it, it will be.
Yeah.
And that website is www.lvrmc.com, right?
Yes.
Stands for Las Vegas Regenerative Medicine Center. Okay. And so all they have to do is they could log in there and probably have a way to get a hold of you, right?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. And right now too, we're still up and running, until we get in there. So if
so
anybody's,
they can call for whatever.
So how can they get a hold of you right now? They where have you been all my life?
Right. They can actually give us a call. My number is 702-672-4973, and they could just call me and we'll book them. We do free consultations.
Yes.
Okay, that's for Sophia.
Yes.
Okay, and Michelle, do you want to give out a
I'm
number?
702-742-1080, and we do have Instagram if anybody wants to look at our work.
Yeah, how do you get to Instagram?
Our Instagram address is LVUWell, LVUWELL.
Not the YOU, but the U.
The U, just the letter U.
U.
Well,
WELL.
And they can see almost all of our work is on there.
Yeah.
And
we do have a Facebook that shows some of the services and pricing, and that's LV Universal Wellness on Facebook. Yeah. But more of the before and afters and more of that is going to be on the Instagram page.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Well, you two are almost like twins. You seem to
pick up where the other one leaves off, right?
We worked together for 8 years, and honestly, I've always said we're the dream team.
Yeah.
So now we're just expanding our dream team.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit of a double meaning to that, right? You have your own dreams.
Exactly.
Right.
And, and then you're really changing lives. You're really accomplishing dreams.
This next year is going to be really incredible.
Yeah.
So do you have an example of somebody that might have come in to see you that maybe they just lost hope? They were so far down, they were just maybe depressed, and then you guys came along and did something for them and just changed their life around.
Well, I would say we have the other before and after that we sent for Christine.
Yes.
We have a client.
Yes.
She's 76 years old.
Yes.
She only makes 4 out of 5 layers of her skin. So she has
Say that again?
She only makes genetically. She only has 4 out of the 5 layers of her skin.
Wow.
So she had bad aging skin, and she didn't want to do any laser therapy, and she didn't want to do a facelift or anything like that. She wanted to try to go natural. So we did the vampire facial on her, and we did a series of 3, I think.
3. Yes, and we actually have her
we
before
do
and
have her
after.
before and after.
Oh,
Amazing.
maybe we can pull that up and take a look
you
at
can
that.
just really see.
Yes, right
look
there.
at the difference.
So you can see
Wow,
in
look
her
at that.
eyes.
You can see even the lightening of the skin. It's not as spotted as it was, and then look at how much her cheeks just plumped up.
around her lips.
Just you can really see a big
softens.
difference.
Yeah.
Now this lady is how old?
She's 76.
My goodness.
Yeah, and now when we first started doing the procedure, she, it was a little bit painful for her because of the skin being thinner. Now it doesn't bother her at all. After 3 treatments, like she's had significant collagen growth in her skin, and it's a lot more resilient.
So that just goes to show you what just the PRP
doesn't
that
matter.
we're doing. Can you imagine with what our scientist is going to be able to do? How great the results are going to be. This is 90 days. It's just going to be
So all that happened in 90 days?
Yeah, 90 days.
Go back, because I'm fascinated by the man that you turned into, put a 6-pack on him.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
How long did that take?
2.5,
about
3 months.
3 months.
Yeah, tops.
From that first picture that we saw.
We did 2 mesotherapy sessions, and the rest was just carboxy.
Yeah.
But to also mention, like, if we do a procedure like this, the patient has to be responsible for their part of the care to get a result like this, like wearing their garment all the time as much as they can to
so
keep
they wear
that,
something really tight?
Yeah, to keep the shape and to keep it compressed so the swelling doesn't set in from the procedure. And usually if they're really good about wearing their compression, they'll get results really quick. Like, we can see them in a week when they come back for the carboxy. We can actually see.
So how long has it been since you did that procedure on him?
We
did about a year, because we had him do a photo shoot for us. He was going to be our website model.
Yeah.
And
what does he look like now?
He's gorgeous. He looks amazing.
He still looks the same.
He looks
So nothing ever came back?
No, I mean, of course, a little bit just
because he went on vacation.
Because he went on vacation and ate,
Probably went on a cruise like
that.
Yeah,
you know how that is. So, but no, I mean, a little bit. I will say he says
if you gain weight, it's going to come back.
Obviously,
yeah.
But not bad at all. And of course, he did come in initially for hormone replacement therapy. Michelle got his hormones all in balance, so that's where it all
because
started.
If the estrogen is too high, then they hold more body fat.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we really want to get the hormones out of the way first. Make sure those are in balance, so we know if they're holding extra body fat, it may be an estrogen issue. So if we knock that estrogen down, then we'll get a better result.
Now, estrogen is something that you would associate with women, right?
Exactly.
Men make estrogen too.
So and then testosterone is something you would associate with men, usually.
But we give women testosterone. Because with the men, a lot of times it's environmental. We have a lot of toxins in the food, our processed foods and things like that. Our bottled water is very harmful. It has, BPA's in there. And those are they're like bad estrogens in the plastic from the water. So what happens is they start to become the more prevalent hormone, and they push down the testosterone level. It's very common. We see it all the time. It's really getting out of control with the environment and everything that's going on.
Now, there are estrogen blockers that make you take.
And we do give those, because 9 times out of 10 the testosterone level might be normal, but still the estrogen level is high. And if we don't address that issue, it's going to compound the problem.
Now, when you say we, I just want to make sure for any regulatory people who are watching us that you two are medical people, you're nurses, but
we have a medical
director. We have a physician that supervises everything that we do.
He sees all of the patients,
He's
clears
there.
them. Yes. So
we're not just running around shooting people with needles.
Yes, we do.
I'd be willing to bet he can't do what you do.
Exactly. Exactly. Yep.
That's right. Well, that is so exciting.
We're just here to prove that it can be done naturally.
Yes. Yeah.
Our bodies are amazing. Yeah. Like, we always say, if a lizard can grow its tail back, why can't we regenerate?
That's right.
Somebody just had to be smart enough to figure that out.
And well, things are are progressing at such a rapid rate.
Oh, yeah.
And figuring
Crazy.
out all kinds of things. And
It's a very exciting time to be in
Yes.
medicine, that's for sure.
Definitely.
it's just unbelievable. So how did you guys get into this field?
By mistake.
Yeah, honestly.
We were working for a cosmetic doctor, and he was doing a case study,
yeah.
for PRP, but extracting the stem cells from fat. So we worked on some cases with him and a scientist, and we kind of got into it that way. But because we're in anti-aging medicine, most of the doctors we come across are working with stem cells or want to get working with stem cells. So for us, it's very fortunate because we learned through them. And so we kind of learned through them.
And every doctor just took a piece.
Yeah, we just learned a little bit from everybody
that.
and we started working with stem cells, in 2011?
8 years ago.
Yeah, so we're kind of like a little bit of a veteran in our industry because a lot of people are just now getting on board with now that they can see what the stem cells are actually capable of. Now everybody wants to, it's going to just go crazy. But
well, let's give that website out once again. That's www.lv, like Las Vegas, RMC, like Regenerative Medicine Center, right? So lvrmc.com.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
And did you want to give out your phone number one more time if somebody wants to contact you?
702-672-4973.
And if you can't reach her, you can call me at 702-742-1080.
Okay, so Sophia and Michelle.
Yeah.
All right. So let's talk about you. So let's talk about your personal, the personal you. Because you have this amazing business you, but you both been in Las Vegas a long time?
No, and that's how we met. I'm from New Mexico, from a small town in New Mexico, Taos, and I was working in pediatrics down there, and I was overweight, and I just needed a change of life, and I always told the girls, I'm gonna find a doctor that does liposuction. So I moved out here, and just by chance, I ended up working at this office, and that's where she was working at the time. And so we're working with the doctor, and we were always doing these lipo cases. And so one day he told me, I'll make you a deal. He said, if you lose 30 pounds, I'll do your lipo for free. And I told him, put me on a diet. And so he put me on a diet. I dropped 60 pounds, not immediately. So I'll start off. I lost the 30 pounds. Then we did the lipo, but I was a size 12 when I moved here to Vegas.
So you girls are so tiny.
Well, we like to tell patients that we've been through it too. I mean, we want that patient to feel like they're not being discriminated against because they come in and they're a little overweight. Everybody gains a few pounds here and there. We're here to help them, support them. But my background is endocrine, actually. I'm from San Diego. I've been here now, 17 years. I was doing hormone stuff in San Diego. Then I came out here, hooked up with a plastic surgeon that was looking for somebody to run his hormone clinic. So I kind of got to merge the two, and now it's kind of commonplace to merge anti-aging and plastics or cosmetics together. So it's a great little niche because you can be more versatile that way. So then I was working with Sophia, and then we kind of just went off on our own and decided that we wanted to do.
I pretty much just followed.
Yeah,
her she
actually
went.
I dragged her with me. If you really want to get,
I just followed her.
I take her everywhere I go. I'm like, she's coming with me.
Well, I can see why that would be.
Yeah.
So, Sophia, you have one daughter?
I have an 18-year-old daughter. Yes,
she's an 18-year-old
daughter.
Back
in New Mexico. Yeah. Yeah.
And then Michelle, you have?
She's 23. I have a daughter that's 23.
My goodness, that's amazing. So you two single, married?
Single. We're two.
Okay, so
we're married to our careers.
We just gave out your phone number, but I would imagine your doctors probably don't want anybody messing with you right now. You got a lot of work to do, right?
Exactly.
That's kind of why we have to put the relationships on the back burner right now.
Exactly.
We've got bigger fish to fry right now.
Definitely.
It must feel just amazing to be able to help people in the way.
It's so exciting. We love it.
We really
do. It's not
do.
even like a job.
It's not at all. We love going to work, and we love dealing with the patients, and
we have relationships with our patients. You know, they're not just clients. Like we build relationships with each and every one of our clients. You know, and it's great. You know, that's what we love doing. You know, and it makes them comfortable.
Just giving them confidence, building their confidence again, so they can be happy about who they are and why they're here and what they're out here to do. You know,
I know one of the big things going around now is enhancing the lips. Right?
We microneedle with PRP.
Yes.
Oh, you do?
Yes, we do.
And it actually
does work.
Works great.
There's nothing you can ask us that we haven't already tried. It was funny. I was telling her I came across a medical journal article that I was reading about somebody about scars and treating them with PRP. Well, we're working on a case study right now. We have a girl that got cut by a wire on the back of her leg, and she probably has about this long when she came in initially, and now it's like this long. It's really improved. It's doing amazing.
Right, like keloided.
Yeah, really.
And now we've gotten it. It's not completely flat.
So you're telling me you can take a scar in how long a period of time?
This was about 2 months after, so it was still pretty new.
Yeah, you're not supposed to really catch it until it's at least 6 to 8 weeks, and then you can start working on it. You don't want to work on it
somebody that has a scar that's 10 years old or 20 years old?
Well, the carboxy will help with that. I mean, because what it does is it brings the circulation back into that area, so it just gives it back the skin color. It'll just blend in. So, I mean, it's not
If it's raised, we can treat it with Kenalog and flatten it out a little bit.
But we can definitely, you know, the carboxy is amazing. It's just not instant, so that's why I don't think people are really too interested in it. But that's why I love it. It's natural. I mean, who doesn't need circulation? You know, we lose circulation every day, so it makes sense, you know.
So I would imagine then that would work on, like, a lot of women have stretch marks when they
she does do for stretch marks.
Amazing.
We also do, and like I said, we have so much work on our Instagram that people can see, but there is another case in there with stretch marks. We did microneedling and PRP with her, significant improvement that you can visually
see. Let's give that Instagram address out.
So it's LVUWELL, and that's got all of our stuff. Now it's not going to be LVUL anymore, but that's okay.
But for now,
and we'll post all that work on the new website when it comes up, so they can see it as well.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting because then, you know, people can actually log on to the website and they can see us actually doing procedures. They're going to be taping us doing procedures, working on patients. We're going to, you know, start with a patient and go from start to finish, and they can watch all of that. And that way, when they come in, they're at ease, and they're not, you know, they know that we're not just going to cut them open, and, you know, because it's non-invasive. We believe in non-invasive, all natural,
no
body
downtime,
rejuvenation, you know, hair rejuvenation. All of my facials, I use essential oils, big on essential oils. And it's just, we're just so excited, you know, so excited to get.
Well, you know, I can imagine that a lot of people, because we're really talking about some very personal things.
That's the thing.
You know, when you start talking about incontinence and the inability to achieve an orgasm.
And people where they can go and feel comfortable talking about those things, you know.
Yeah, I mean, why would someone, how would they come to you with a very personal thing like that?
So it's mainly when they come.
We ask them what bothers them.
Yes, you know, and if they, obviously we used to advertise for EDs, so they would come in, but it was very hard for them to come out and actually tell me, because I'm the one that did like the Trimix, you know, consultations, and you have to, you know, it takes a while. You have
make
to
them feel
get
comfortable
them
enough to open up and talk to you.
You know, because a lot of times it can be just mind over matter. If things aren't going good at home, you know, or your wife is cheating on you, or this or that, and you just have a lot going on in your mind, then nothing's gonna work. So you got to get to that point, and you got to help them with that, you know. But I had a lot of men, you know, that would come in, and they, of course, they would only deal with me, you know, because we built that relationship where they wouldn't just come in and talk to anybody else, you know. So it's a touchy subject, but you have to just make them feel comfortable about opening up about it, you know.
So you're very non-judgmental.
Exactly.
Oh, absolutely not.
You know?
Definitely
and hormones play a big role in that as well. You know, so that's one of the questions when we're screening them for the hormone therapy as well, because that's a big part of it.
The problem with traditional medicine is they go to the office, they sit there for 3 hours, they get in the room. When they finally have the chance to talk to the doctor, 9 times out of 10, it's a 5-minute visit. They got 10 people waiting to see. They don't get that one-on-one, that really, that care, that listening, that showing, that compassion. And it's just the way the world is right now. It's not, you know, I'm not saying that doctors are bad or anything like that, but it's just they need more time with the patients.
Oh my goodness, this hour went by so fast. We could do another 2 or 3 hours, I think. But,
well, you'll have us back, right?
You know, I have a feeling you two are going to be single for the rest of your life.
Because we're going to be so
many people coming for you, right? You're going to have to work 3 or 4 shifts a day. Crazy, but thanks so much for being here. We'll look forward to having you back again. When you get the clinic open.
Yes.
Okay. We'll see you next week, same time, same station. Bye-bye, everybody.